Hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Art, the most famous makeup artist that you never heard of yet. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you like the content of my YouTube channel, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. And let's get going with today's episode of Make Me Up. Today is the second episode of Make Me Up of 2021, January 2021, and today I will be creating a look inspired by some of the makeup artists from Instagram channel. Lately I've been a little bit like blah 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 about my inspiration, so I didn't know where to get my inspiration. I've been struggling with creating something with for a couple of days, but I was like, boom, 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 wake up! You need to do some job. You need to be creative. You need to do something cool. And today, the most of the makeup that I will be using, it's gonna be mostly from the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 eyeshadow palette, because this palette has massive range of colors, and those are the colors that I want to use for my look. It's going to be mostly pink, purple, and green, and I think I will add some sparkle as well because it's January. So let's think about carnival. Let's think about loads of colors. Let's think about glitter, sparkle, fun, music, happiness. Let's just enjoy ourselves while I'm enjoying myself doing this makeup. Hope you're gonna like this video. If this is something that you would like to see, please keep on watching. If not, see you later, maybe in the next episode. But enough of talking. Let's get back to business. So first of all, I will start with eyes. As I mentioned before in my videos, you can start doing makeup from eyes and then continue with the rest of your face, or you can do it backwards. I mean not backwards, but from the other side, which means that you can start from all of the face, like applying moisturizer, base, foundation, and the rest, and then leave your eyes at the end, but it's completely up to you. Base is going first, so as usual, P. Louise base in Room War 02. So this is one of my favorite base for the eyes. It's creating very nice layer and texture, which is not creasing a lot. Normally it's going to crease as usual, but this one is super nice and amazing, and a flat brush from Yes Brushes. And obviously my eyes are clean and dry, so there's nothing on the eyes. And I'm applying the base all over the eye, up to my my brows. Not worrying about that I'm going too much, because everything is gonna be cleaned at the end, and some parts are gonna be covered with the foundation, so there's nothing to be worried about. So I'm thinking about creating a very bright look, pink and purples and loads of shimmer as well. So for this look you can use a base which is a color like this, so it's almost like a nudie shade. It's like a nudie pinky shade. Obviously I could use a base which is white, and the white color will absorb the pigmentation of the eyeshadow palette even more intense, so the color will be more juicy, more vibrant and more interesting, but it's completely up to you. Previously I was using the white eyeshadow base from NYX Professional Makeup, but this was a disaster. This was literally, it was like, if you remember, it was like in a pot. This was one of the worst eyeshadow base I've ever had. It was very sticky, which I thought it will create very good base for my for the eyeshadow, but at the end it was just like it was horrible. Eyeshadows were not blending, and just playing with the eyeshadows was very difficult, and just in general it was like proper disaster. With any eyeshadow base that you're using, you need to make sure before applying the eyeshadow that the actual product on your eyes, on your eyelid, will be dabbed in, and you won't be able to see any creasing, yeah, Because otherwise the product which is in your crease will absorb more pigmentation of the eyeshadow and you will be able to see lines, which is not good at all. While dabbing, make sure everything is going to go, like the excess of the product is going to be absorbed by the brush, or everything is just going to be dabbed to your eyelid and it will look nice and even. But I know that if I will take action on this eye, the other can go creasy a little bit, but don't worry. Play with this eye or this one, completely up to you. And then before you will go for the second eye, just dab everything with your finger, with the beauty blender, with the brush, and just get the excess of the product. Or just in general, make sure that there's going to be no creasing on your eyelid, because this is not good base for your eyeshadow, and then the look is going to be like, yeah, so. So my eyes are ready to get on with the eyeshadow now. So I will be playing with the Be Perfect Carnival 3 eyeshadow palette, which is one of my favorites, because the pigmentation of the eyeshadow palette is just insane, and the colors that you can play with are just mesmerizing. So they are very juicy, they are very pigmented, very strong. Mattes are super amazing. Even the shimmers and the pressed pigments are super nice and very intense. So because this eyeshadow palette is very juicy, I think, and I know I will just play with this one. The main colors that I will be using for this look are pinks, purples, and green as well. So we'll see what I can create with those, this mix of the colors. First of all, maybe I will try with lilac. So this will be my my main color. So this is going to be the base. I like this eyeshadow palette, the Carnival 3 Be Perfect Cosmetics, because the pigmentation of those eyeshadows is just absolutely beautiful and insane. So whenever I'm dabbing the brush onto the eyeshadow, there's always pigmentation. So this is a lilac color. It's very delicate, so this will go all over the base that I have applied on my eyes, on my eyelid. On one point, this will set the base all over the place that I've applied the base on my eye and on my eyelid, and then it will create a very nice and soft base for the rest of the colors. And you need to play with the eyeshadows and play with the angles, with the light as well, and see how the blending is working, because playing with lots of colors at the same time, like creating a look using loads of colors needs loads of blending. Still depends on what kind of look you're creating, but blending is the key. So more blended eyeshadows, the more beautiful and more amazing and outstanding is going to be the look. Sometimes it's good to play with a face chart and create the look that you want to do, because it will just guide you, and I think it will be a little bit easier to recreate the look later on. But sometimes when you're just going straight away with your imagination and you're going with the flow, you can create something as well. But it's not always working out, so it's completely up to how creative you are and how is your day going. So sometimes your day can be okay and you can go with the flow and create something amazing, but on the other hand you can go with the flow, create something, and it's gonna be like a disaster. I done my other eye as well behind the camera, and with this blending normally I will be very careful with going out with the eyeshadows over here, but because I will add a lot of colors over here on my cheekbones as well, I'm not thinking that I will go too much over here, because on one hand I can clean it with a cleanser. I can just clean it, wipe it, and create like a very sharp and like kitty eye, for example, cleaning it like this way, and the same on the other side. But because I want to create more shading over here with pink and purples, I can go even further. I can't be bothered, literally. So the lilac is applied all over both eyes, and now I will go to another color, which is going to be more intense. Right, so I will go with Tahiti to be safer. Oh, Tahiti! Hakuna Matata. Oh my god, see how pigmented are those colors? This is insane. For this moment, I will go with a little bit more precise brush, like this one. So this one is the BH Cosmetics brush, and with this brush, so I will try to have like a round shape, create like a round shape. So I'm putting it onto the moment where is the socket and where's the moment of my eyeball, and then the brow bone as well, and creating shape like my eye is naturally, and I'm blending it out, going back and forward from one corner, literally from one corner to the other corner, and blending it out. So this purple with the lilac color that I have applied on my eye will be blended out nice, and the transition from one color to another will be very nice and precise, and it will look soft. So this is what you want to and what you have to create. I mean, you don't have to, but this type of blending and playing with the colors is very good for creating a nice and interesting look. So if I would have my eyes open like this, there is not much that you can see of the color, right? So the color needs to go a little bit higher than this line. See, so this is the line, which is not significantly visible, but I want it to be visible like this, right? So I need to pull it out and blend it out and extend it a little bit higher than this line. So because I've got hooded eyes, you can't see it. But then when I'm gonna blend it out and I'm gonna go higher, it's going to be more open and more visible color. And then I'm going back to the first brush that I have used, and I'm blending out the line that I have created with a more precise brush. And in that moment, I'm blending out the first color, which was lilac, with this Tahiti color, and I'm blending them out together upwards to create more visible shade. And when they're going to blend together, the transition is going to be nice and smooth. So sometimes it's taking loads of time, but believe in the process. So more time you will spend on blending, the more interesting this look is going to be at the end. The center of the socket, this one, is going to stay for more intense color, which I'm going to do in a while. So just believe in the process, keep blending. If you want to add more color to have it more intense, just do it. Play with it, and play. See how the blending looks more intense and more interesting than on this side, where the blending is not even started. Perfecto. Yeah. And you sometimes like thinking, what color should I go with? Which color will be good with the other one? How the blending is going to work out, and if the colors are going to go together nice, and if this look is going to be proper. So if you're struggling with this question, the best way is to look on Pinterest, and there are some pages with like interior design or like artistic photos or mood boards where you've got the color palette. So on one side you have a photo, and then you have the color palette with the certain like squares, and they're going together. This is like very good idea for you to get the idea and create the look. So now I will go with something more intense, and I will go with a flat brush because I want to dab the eyeshadow onto the rest of the base that is on my eyelid and have it more juicy. I'm thinking about magenta and then top it up with some more sparkle. So I've got this darker purple, which is called magenta, and I will just dab the color where I've got the free space on the lid. So I'm covering the whole clear space, dabbing the eyeshadow onto the lid. So I'm just dabbing everything, making sure that the color is very, 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 very intense. And then in a second I will try to blend it out with a clean brush. This is going to be a precise brush as well, like this one. Oh, you can see how this color is popping out. It's like so nice. And I'm blending Tahiti with magenta, so I'm blending them both together because you can see there is a line, so it's like it looks like a cut crease, right? But I want to cover this bright line, blending the both eyeshadows together. Now in that moment when I'm satisfied with the blending, as you can see, the purples and the pinks are making my eyes pop out even more. So intensity of my natural color of my eyes, which is blue, is getting more intense and my eyes are like so on point. So the next thing what I want to do is to get some shimmer, some glitter maybe inside where's the magenta, the dark purple color. So for this I will need to create another base for the glitter pigment, for the pigment that I will use, and this is pigment from MAC in the shade Rose. It's super nice and it's very intense. So I think this rose with a combination with this purple will create a something very nice and interesting. We'll see, because I haven't tried it before, so we're doing it from the beginning all together. So I'm applying a little bit of the NYX Professional Makeup glitter primer on the back of my hand. Obviously what you can do is you can use something like this. So you're putting it into your fingers and holding it like this. So this is going to be like your plate where you can play with all the stuff. But I got used to it to apply on the back of my hand. So I'm taking the product on the brush. This is like an extra synthetic brush, flat brush, and I'm just dabbing the glitter glue on the lid, especially on the color magenta, and I'm just dabbing the glue onto the color, making sure everything is nice, smooth, and nothing is creasing as well. And the same thing I will do on the other side, and I'm trying to do it fast. And then with the same brush, or you can take another brush, a flat, precise brush. I'm taking this rose pigment from MAC, which is super nice. It's one of my favorite pigments. In general, I love those pigments from MAC. So it looks chunky in the jar, in the pot, it looks chunky, but when you're applying on the actual eyelid, it's changing to like a cream. So I'm dabbing it onto the eyelid, dabbing and smudging a little bit as well at the same time. So it was chunky in the pot, but now it's changing into like a cream. Don't worry about the mess. I can see a little bit of fallout, but this is nothing significant. It's not going to be visible a lot. So I'm gonna clean it in a second. And then I'm going back again. I know it's like a quite long process, but then I'm going back to the magenta color and I'm blending the area where is the pressed pigment, the shiny one, with the actual color. So the line, it won't be so significantly visible, and the transition will be very nice and soft. And then I'm going back again to the bigger brush and blending out again the color so it will look nice and juicy. I think it would be easier if I would have bigger eyes, but because I've got hooded eyes, I need to exercise a lot and making sure that my eyes are open all the time. Then if you want to, you can go even back to the previous color, the first one, the lilac, and then blend out the darker shade with the lilac, because the brush is already like with the access of the product. So blending out those both colors with the first one, the light one, will create a nice shading, and as well it will clean up the mess that we created with the darker shade. Right, if I'm happy with the with what I've created on my eyes at the moment, I can proceed with the rest of the makeup. So Now I'm going with the moisturizer. So this one is the new moisturizer that I bought a couple of days ago in one of the Polish shops in UK. And this one is from Bielenda. This is a Polish brand. And this is yogurt formula, vegan foodie, blueberry, detox, serum yogurt for face. And this one is moisturizing and brightening as well for skin which is dehydrated and without shine. It smells very nice, like yogurt. It's with American blueberries, vitamin C. The bottle looks like this. The price was $6.99, which is a super cool price. So I will need just 2 pumps of the actual product, just dabbing a little bit all over the face, and then just massaging the serum all over the face. Because literally, my skin got very dehydrated and very dry because we had a hot tub for New Year's Eve, and we've been just relaxing and having fun in a hot tub, which the water is very dry, and it was drying my skin as well. So it's super dry. But I think I need to take care of my skin even more by myself, because all the specialists, all the salons are closed because we were on lockdown again. So I need to take care of my skin even more. So I think after this makeup, I will do a proper skin exfoliation and prepare my skin for the rest of the makeups, which I will do, I think, a lot because we were on lockdown. So I'm leaving this to dry a little bit, and then I'm going with the foundation. So this time I will mix 2 foundations. Obviously there's going to be Rimmel, one of my favorite ones, a lasting radiance with SPF 25, and this one is medium coverage in the shade 303 True Nude. This is super nice foundation for everyday look. It has a little bit of shimmer inside, so even using it by itself and like just a tiny amount is going to create a very nice natural layer, and the finish is going to be a dewy finish with a nice glow. So even if you're gonna add some highlighter on top of the foundation and spray it with the setting spray with some hyaluronic acid gold or any sparkle extra, will make your skin look super nice. I will mix it with X2X Revolution foundation, and this one is Glow Skin Focus Foundation, Luminous Foundation. So I think those two together are gonna match and create a very nice layer for my skin. And this one is in shade FX6. So when I got it first time, it was completely too bright for my skin tone. So that's why I will warm it up with the Rimmel. Why am I holding this foundation in a box? Because letters on, like what's written on the bottom, it's super small, so I can barely see it. And I know that's the shade FX6, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna remember that it's a Glow Skin Focus Foundation and Luminous Foundation, because it doesn't say on the bottom. So that's why I need to hold it in the box. Well, shaky. So I will mix both of them. So I'm taking 1.5 pump of the XX Revolution, and then I'm taking a 1 pump, even like a half of the pump of the Rimmel foundation. A Magic Beauty Blender, which is dumped already, mixing both foundations together. I think it's going to oxidize a little bit as well. So it's going to be a bit darker, and I'm applying the foundation all over the face. Obviously leaving the area under the eyes for the concealer. Oh my god, I think this foundation is too bright for me. I'm not sure. I think in the camera, I mean, it's quite warm in the room, so that's why I'm getting red, but as you can see on my neck, this is my natural color, so I'm trying to blend everything together and dab. I was so scared that this foundation is going to be, this combination of those 2 foundations will be too bright, but at the end, actually, it did oxidize, and it looks very, very, very nice. I will go with the concealer, which I will apply under my eyes. So this one is one of my favorites as well. Makeup Revolution Supersize Concealer and Define Full Coverage Concealer in C2. So this one is one of the concealers that I've been using for most of my looks, and I'm applying it under my eyes, going up like so. Okay, and then on my forehead, going down on my nose, on my cupid bow, and one line on my jaw. I can take the same beauty blender, or I can take a brush to dab the concealer onto under my eyes, and this needs to be dabbed quite fast as well and precise. This is going to create a layer for the eyeshadow, which is going to be applied on the bottom of my eyes, and at the same time, as you can see, I'm cutting and cleaning the eyeshadow that was going all over, like on this spot, on this space. See, going like this, and I'm cleaning and I'm cutting the eyeshadow and making it look nice and clean. So for the bottom lash, I decided to go with Pink Lily, which is going to be a little bit brighter pink. And this one will go very close to the lash line, the bottom lash line. And we'll blend it out so everything is going to look nice and soft. So going from the inside corner out, and then the outer corner, we'll go with the same color that I had before, which is going to be magenta, and it's going to compare the same shade, which is over here, and they will create a very nice finish. So in this moment, I need to be very careful because I can have a fallout, and because I've got foundation already on my face, and I didn't set the foundation with powder, this can be very dangerous. Because if I'm gonna make a mistake, I need to be very careful with cleaning it as well. So at this moment, I'm taking the mirror a little bit higher and looking from down, up, and smudging the eyeshadow very close to the lash line. And now I'm going with the shade that I had before, which is just over here, and this is magenta, and putting those colors together. That one which is above, like on the upper lid, with the bottom one, and blending at the same time the second color that I applied on the bottom lash, on the bottom on the lower of my lashes, which is Pink Lily. So as you can see, I did make a little bit of mistake over here because I applied this eyeshadow in the wrong direction, so it made a little bit of mess, but I will try to fix it in a second. Actually, I'm not like scared about this because the contouring will be with very similar shade as well. So I hope this will just cover the mistake that I did. And then I'm taking a little bit fluffier brush, and then going in this bottom line, blending everything nice. So don't be afraid to use this brush and then blend everything back and forward. So the end of the line of the eyeshadow will be blended nice, and see, I'm cleaning this excess of the product, and I'm cleaning the mistake that I made. And I'm not afraid to make mistakes while making the videos, because we're humans, we're all making mistakes, and I know how to fix them. So doing the makeup, the transformation, I can give you tips and tricks how to clean the actual mistake and mess, which you can actually do as well while doing and recreating the look. We're not perfectionists, we're just humans. So if I'm gonna make a mistake, I know how to fix it. So I will take a fluffy brush, this one is from H&M, and I will apply Pearl. So this is a Pearl pressed pigment. And with this one, I'm going in the corners of the eyes to brighten it up. And combination with the purple and pink is making it look so nice. And the pearl color mixed with both of those colors is creating very interesting shade. Before I'm gonna carry on with the rest of the look, I need to take care of my eyebrows. So for this, I'm using soap brows for the eyebrows. It's like a soap which is almost finished. I will spray a little bit of the setting spray, MAC setting spray, onto the actual soap. I will take a brush, mix the setting spray with the soap, and apply the product on my actual eyebrows. So I'm going this way, so my eyebrows will take the product actually on itself, and then I'm brushing it up. And then if I see any gaps in my eyebrows, I can just fill them up with any pencil, any eyebrow pencil, in a gel, in like a normal pen, and it completely depends up to you. If you got fluffy eyebrows, you can just brush them up and leave them how they are, or just fix them a little bit and fill up the gaps with the actual product. So what I'm thinking now is to, instead of contouring, so the color is going to be going from this side, a little bit lower like here, so it's going to go to my temple, going slightly over here like on my cheekbones. So that's why I will use a bigger brush for this. And I'm always scared of playing and creating something that I haven't created before, because I'm thinking like, oh my god, if I'm gonna make a mistake, everything, my whole work is going to be like useless. So every time I'm doing something new, I'm thinking like, okay, just go ahead, just do it. We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see how it's going to work. So I think I'm going to do the same thing right now. So I've got the big fluffy brush. So that one is from Morphe. This is one of my first brushes that I had from the beginning of my makeup career. So I'm taking the product on the actual brush. I know it's very pigmented, so I'm just like dabbing not to take too much, and I'm pressing, where's my mirror, at the beginning very delicately, holding the brush like so, dabbing a little bit onto my cheekbones and onto the temple as well. Dabbing, and slowly building up the intensity of the actual color. Not smudging, because I don't want to take the excess of the foundation. Just building up slowly intensity of the pink lily color. And then if I think this is all right, then I'm smudging it a little bit very delicately. So as you can see, I've applied the eyeshadow on my temple and very close to my cheekbones, like actually on my cheekbones, very close to the eyes. So this, like at the beginning you saw I did like tiny mess, which I cleaned, and now I applied this eyeshadow all over, so the mess completely is gone. And now I will take a flat brush, like a tiny, precise flat brush from Morphe. I will go back to the pearl shade that I've applied in the corners of the eye. And with this pearly shadow, I will just highlight the eyebrows. So I want to get a little bit more crazy with the highlighting as well. That's why I will take an Urban Decay Cosmic eyeshadow, and I will work with this as my highlighter. And I will apply a little bit on the tip of my nose, my cupid bow. So in that moment, you're creating an illusion of bigger lips, a little bit on my chin. And now, as always, I'm going on my cheekbones and on my temple as well, blending everything nice. So the pigment, the purple pigment with this highlighter is, as you can see, matching very nice. So you can see the cheekbones are outstanding even more, and it looks super nice and cute. This pigment, this eyeshadow of Urban Decay is quite dry. It's pressed pigment, it's pressed eyeshadow, so it's very it's very dry. So whenever I'm applying it onto the brush, it's making loads of mess. So now it's time to use lashes. So for this look, I will use Illusion lashes. So those are one of my favorite lashes that you can get with 10% discount. Just go ahead on my Instagram channel, and under my description on my bio, you can grab yourself a discount for those magnificent lashes. Just look at the packaging. It looks like a diamond, and you can, when you go on their website, there are few of the types of the lashes that you can purchase, and don't be afraid to just grab yourself a 10% discount because it's really worth it. Right, so lashes are on and they're looking amazing, and it's almost like the finish of the actual look. So we always need to remember about the lashes. But if you got mascara and your natural lashes are long, you don't need to play with these fake ones. Just go ahead and go with the mascara, and that's going to be absolutely fine. The next thing that I'm thinking about is to put some color on the actual lashes. I think I've got two pairs of these ones, so I'm not afraid to mess them up a little bit with the green color. So I've got the Star Grace Eye Dust, and this one is neon green. I want to make like a liquid from this. I'm taking it on like the metal pot. I'm just dabbing a little bit of the product onto the pot, and I will add some setting spray to mix it together. So I've got the powder on the plate, and I will spray a little bit of the MAC setting spray just on the side, and then I'm mixing the powder, the actual pigment, with the water to create one consistency, like a liquid consistency, which I will try to apply on my actual lashes. So I've got a brush like this one, and we'll see how this is going to work. Right, so I'm dabbing the brush onto the actual product, and we'll see how it's going to work. You can see the actual green colors on the combination with all of those colors is looking so good. I think almost the last thing. So we're going with the lipstick. So this one is a Avon lipstick in color Wanted. I like I love the packaging. It's super nice. It looks like a silver bullet. The cup of the lipstick is very strong, so if you're gonna put it in your purse, you're not gonna lose it, it's not gonna come off, and it's not gonna mess up, and it's not gonna break. So this is nice. The intensity of this lipstick is just so insane. I love it. I love the shape as well, because it's angled lipstick, so application on the lips is very nice and very precise. So I will go straight away with the actual lipstick. So I hope the color of this one is going to match the bottom of the actual eyeshadow on my eyes. Look at that. Oh, so good. Because it's an angled lipstick, it's very easy and it's quite precise to go all over your lips without using a lip liner or brush. This is I think it's a matte finish lipstick. Pigmentation is very nice, it's very intense, and the whole look, combination of all those colors, shimmer and the green which is on my lashes, all together with this lipstick looks super nice and cool. Okie doke. And because I want the lips to be more juicy, I will apply a lip gloss, and this one is from Revolution. It's a clear gloss. This one was in the Makeup Revolution Advent Calendar. So I'm applying on the lip brush from MAC. So I'm applying the gloss on the brush and straight away on the lips. The actual finish of the look will be more interesting, and it's going to moisturize my lips as well, especially now during the winter. And just to put like the cherry on top of the whole look, I will use the XX Revolution Gold Fix setting spray. I will shake it nice, hold my hair up, just wave a little bit, so it's going to set a little bit quicker. And that's the whole finished look. I hope you like it. I'm super excited. I'm super amazed about the pigmentation of the Be Perfect Carnival 3 eyeshadow palette. Everything that I have used was okay, was all right. Those are one of my favorite products, Makeup Revolution, especially the Makeup Revolution and XX Revolution as well. As you can see, this is very creative look that I think you wouldn't wear during the day, but this is something cool for like a photo shoot, very creative photo shoot. But obviously you can use different colors, depends on your imagination as well. You can combine the colors however you want. Just make sure you're gonna take a sneak peek on Pinterest, on Instagram, or any social media. Take a look at the color palettes which are going together and which is going to give you like an extra idea with the colors which you can put together, because sometimes putting different colors, it doesn't gonna make any sense. So that's why it's better to get an idea what colors are going together, and the look at the end is going to be all right. And this is everything in today's episode of Make Me Up. I hope you liked the look that I have created, that we actually created together tonight. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. This means a lot for me, especially when I'm building my followers at the moment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and leave some comments about your thoughts, what you think about this look. Hope you like it. If not, obviously all the comments are more than welcome. I'm gonna go to get some photos done for my Instagram now. And thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next episode. And I'm so excited. I'm excited that you're excited to see me in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. See you later. Bye.